In third, 612 points, Mike Klippenstein. Mike with 21 world titles. He's sponsored by Queen Racing, Bullet Racing, Oakley, Jet Trim, Quickie Sense, Novi, Weber, Blackfoot Motorsports, DK Designs, and RRP, which is Rick Lloyd Products. And last I checked, he was aboard the 212. He's also got the pole position. In fourth is Mike Delaire. Mike is sponsored by Commander Industries, Scat Track, Burn Industries, and Derek and Jill Nagy. And fifth is Robbie Langley. And in sixth, looks like Mr. Brian Erskine. And in seventh, Brady Fisher. Brady sponsored by Fisher Powerline Construction. And we got a green flag on that start, which has got to be a huge relief for those guys, since we managed to have 3 red flags on the last one. And Mike Klippenstein with a good shot on that inside split. Going to be Mike Delaire on the outside. And yesterday, if you remember, Delaire pulling off the whole shot, and he looks to do it again. And that number C21 boat, a 3-time world champion, going to take the whole shot, Mike Delaire. Mike sponsored by Commander Industries, Scat Track, Jet Drive, Jet Trim, and Burn Industries. And log jump officially open. And Mike Delaire having no problem with that. Rock pop. Over the log jump he goes. Brady as well having no issue with it. He's in third. It's going to be Bebo in fourth, and Chestelowski rounding out your top 5. You're watching Pro-Am Open. This is one of the fastest classes on the water for skis. These boats, by the way, going upwards of 75 miles an hour, and you are going to see, I guarantee this, at the 2014 World Finals, you're going to see boats going over 80 miles an hour. Young man out of South Africa who just cleaned up at the national tour for the United States, Dustin Montzuris, aboard his Commander Industry boats, has already said that they are very close to an 80-mile-an-hour boat. Mike Klippenstein also going to be aboard an 80-mile-an-hour boat. Chris McCluggage, who battled it out last year with Mike Klippenstein and ended up passing Mike over the log jump, which is unheard of. Mid-air, Chris McCluggage taking away the title from Mike Klippenstein last year in a phenomenal head-to-head race. Very few people I know can pass Mike Klippenstein anywhere on a track. This young man doing it right now, though, Mike Delaire. Mike, almost 2 decades of racing for him. He's also sponsored by Commander Industries. Choosing to take this outside split. Looks like Klippenstein going to follow him. And Mike looking to open up the distance between himself and Mr. Klipper. A Mike and Mike show, and Klippenstein going down just briefly. Oh, you know what? I called that as Luke, but that's actually Ryan Erskine, isn't it? So Fisher in third. Oh, that's Ryan in third. So Ryan Erskine third and Luke Bebo fourth. Halfway marks coming out for the top 2, Mike Delaire and Mike Klippenstein.
Look at all this.
So Chestelowski still leading your Pro-Am class on the C12 boat. Running back in 5th out on the track. Steve was the motorized buoy yesterday. Had a couple of big hits. First one was between him and Luke Bebo over the log jump. The second one was between him and Robbie Langley on the start. Both of them just typical accidents that happen out on the track, but definitely slowing his roll a little bit. It's good to see Steve Chestelowski doing okay. It looks like he might be pulling it in, leg hurting just a little. He just needed to get those points on the board. So he's going to come in and give that leg a break. Actually, something was going on with the boat, so he's going to switch boats. Incidentally, you guys, if you go out to the World Finals, just a heads up for this, if you are going to switch boats on a race at the World Finals, you must have clearance from the race director. You're not allowed to just switch a boat without checking with somebody. That'll actually get you a very quick DQ. You'll actually notice Steve did do that with the race director here as well, which is always a good idea. One of the ways that you can make sure that you've got a boat approved as a backup boat is make sure that you get all of your boats teched at the World Finals. Make sure that you have all boats teched at the World Finals, and then for some reason you've got a boat that is going down on you or not working, you can run in and make sure with the race director it's okay if you get on another boat. Not doing that will have you not get any points for that race, which is exactly what happened to Dustin Farthing at the Lake Hartwell race in Georgia this year on the national tour. Had some engine troubles on the runabout class. He was running pro runabout. Pulled it in and went and jumped on a backup boat without checking with Cliff Roy, who was our race director of the national tour. Went back out on that boat and then instantly got a black flag, which indicates to the rider you're not supposed to be out on the water. All right, Mike Delaire still hunting the lead, and Klippenstein still wanting to be the spoiler of that grand plan. And the log jump is temporarily closed. I see the yellow flag out over the log jump. That's telling these guys they do not have to take it. One of the reasons for that log jump may be coming loose, so it's not set up perpendicular to the track, and if that is the problem, then they'll actually close that. And looks to me like the race director getting the white flag ready as these guys make their way around. And Erskine still charging in 3rd, but Luke Bebo with a big fat tow hook on right behind him. Let's see if he's able to run him down. One more lap to go. Oh, that was close. And Mike's setting up to see if he can make a pass, but like Delaire, Mike Klippenstein trying to shut the door. However, Delaire had the inside, but then he lost the navigation. That is Klippenstein taking the lead. I talked about that with you guys yesterday. For those of you that maybe are new to personal watercraft racing, here's what happens. You have got to keep the boat hooked up. It's all about hookup on these boats. You can have the fastest boat in the world, but if you see that little squid, that's all it took. So Mike Delaire came around the corner, back part of the boat, unhooked, and once he did that, that's all Mike needed. He took the lead. All right, uno mas for these guys as you're watching the final race for the first round for the 2014 WCWA National Tour. One more moto to go. Actually, I said first round. It's first moto. Last round. Now, because these guys are under white flag, normally Erskine and Luke Bebo would have to do another lap. Actually, he did make him do another lap. Oh, Timmy, you're so mean. All right, so it's going to be one more for those guys, too. And as he comes through, give him a big shout out. 21-time world title, Mr. Mike Klippenstein. Guy is the Iron Man. And also put your hands together for Mike Delaire. Great job. Not very many people I know could get a hole shot on Klippenstein and then hold the guy off for all but one lap. So great run for both these guys.
Oh, no.
And I tell you what, Canada has a lot of reasons to be proud of their watercross team. Got a gentleman that's won more trophies than anybody else on the planet, but you've got a lot of other really great riders out here. Steve Chestelowski's been to the podium I don't know how many times. Mike Delaire, of course, I talked to you already, has 3 world titles, and a ton of other riders. When you guys go down there, you really garner a lot of respect. You're not a huge team by any means. In fact, over the 50 teams there, you're one of the smaller teams overall. So if you guys want to get a quick